Oldies, AM 1230, KXOL Central.
I'm Omar Reese with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Matthew Stafford threw 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 for the second straight week. Odell Beckham Jr. had just 2 catches for 18 yards in his L.A. debut. And the San Francisco 49ers, behind 2 touchdown passes from Jimmy Garoppolo, hand the Rams their second straight loss with the 31-10 win on Monday night. Niners have now beaten the Rams 5 straight. Elsewhere, Ron Rivera confirming Monday that Chase Young is done for the season. The reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year set to undergo surgery to repair a torn ACL. Steelers safety Minkah Fitzpatrick has tested positive for COVID. Fitzpatrick, the second Steeler in 3 days to land in COVID protocol, joining Big Ben Roethlisberger, who tested positive Saturday night and missed Sunday's 16-16 tie with Detroit. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. The coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Wait a minute. I've heard that before. That's the note Jeremy wrote to me in my yearbook in the 6th grade. How'd you even know that?
Because it's from Geico.
Yeah, wait, here it is. Dear Luke, have a great summer. P.S. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. Love, Jeremy.
Geico's had this tagline for years, because we help save people money.
So wait, you're saying Jeremy copied you? Yeah, that actually does sound like something the J-Man would do.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Well, good day, sunshine. It's another beautiful day in the valley. Let's enjoy. Coming up, we'll go in-depth with some weather. Yeah, and give you an idea what we are expecting for the next couple of days. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, Starbucks, my favorite place. Starbucks annual holiday cups prompt the mockery of the alleged war on Christmas. Yes, the company expects people's outrage to go from venti to tall very soon. I love walking into a Starbucks and saying, give me a coffee. What? Just give me a small coffee. What? We don't do small coffees. Not here in the valley. No, the people at Starbucks in the valley are much nicer than that. We've got birthdays to celebrate today and a few other things. Have you found a turkey? Yeah, word is turkeys supposedly are in short supply. So I don't know. I haven't found one yet. I may have to go out and shoot a couple of those ring-necked Eurasian pigeons. I'm sorry, doves. And, see if we can make a meal out of that. I'm sure we could. Big shot birthdays today. Actor Clu Gulager, from the Virginian and so many Westerns. He's 93. Actor Joanna Pettit, 79. Actor Steve Railsback, 76. Actor David Leisure. Joe Isuzu, remember him? He's 71. Actor Miguel Sandoval is 70. Actor Marg Helgenberger is 63. Actor Harry Lennox, 57. Actress Lisa Bonet, 54. Actor Tammy Lauren is 53. Actor Martha Plimpton, 51. Actor Missy Pyle, no relation to Gomer, is 49. Actor Maggie Gyllenhaal is 44. Actor Kimberly J. Brown is 37. Actor Casey Moss is 28. And actor Noah Gray Cabay is 26. Okay, those are the big shot birthdays. We'll get to the local ones, but first we want to tell you about the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And, they've got so many great things. Perfect for a birthday gift or a holiday gift or a gift if you've been invited to somebody's home for Thanksgiving. The Peanut Patch. They're open Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time, okay? And they've got so many great things for you. Yeah, well, they have all sorts of neat stuff to include raisins, almonds, coffee beans, cinnamon bears. I love them. Chocolate orange sticks. That's one of my wife's favorites. And don't forget this Saturday, the Peanut Patch celebrating their anniversary, and they'll have lots of free samples. There'll be vendors available in a car show. Yeah, it's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. You want directions? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. We have happy birthday wishes going out to Andrew Kobe Maris, Pedro Colio, Lupita Castellanos, Evelyn Davenport, Philip Irving, Vicky Heine, Angelica Fernandez, Thomas Gunn, Tyler Smith, Annette Zuniga, Jim Malcolm, Victor Zaragoza, Linda Edwards, Lupe Ortega, Martin Edwards, Sean Hildebrand, and Francine Loya and Alex Loya, twins. Happy birthday from Kxo. Is it my imagination, or do we have a lot of twins these days, Gene?
It seems like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
Well, there's a 90-year-old barber in Arizona that is still working 5 days a week. Yeah, I tell you, the 3-year-old toddler who's making your iPhone in China, yeah, he's not impressed in the least.
None whatsoever.
Okay.
Wasn't that barber, though, they did a show on him not that long back, still cutting hair.
Yeah.
I forget how many decades he'd been doing that. But
well,
more
he's
power
90,
to
so
him.
he's been doing it a while, apparently.
A while. Yes. Well, anyway, hey, here's looking at you, friend.
Yeah, and I'd have no problem with him cutting my hair.
Okay. Well, you do you know something about his haircutting
No.
ability? You're just going to throw yourself to the wind.
Okay, growing up with 4 boys in the family, my mom cut our hair.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
And
it just depended. We had our next door neighbor that sometime came over and cut our hair.
yeah, and Mom knew how to cut hair one way. Buzz.
Yep. You know, you've seen the cartoon with the bowl on the head?
Yeah.
Well, there's truth to that.
Okay, well, Mom just did the buzz cut, and fortunately, that was in style at the time.
Yeah, we're very fortunate there.
Okay.
Buzz
We've
cuts.
got news and other stuff. Anything else exciting happening?
Well, today's only Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to have a wrap-up report on the cattle call.
Yeehaw!
Yeah. So we'll take a peek at that for sure. There was a semi. It loses their load. Probably take a look at that.
Yes. Clean up on aisle 3.
Yeah. Hurry.
Yeah.
It's a big
Okay.
mess.
Yeah. Chico, get to that, would you?
But make it quick.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's get started with a look at world and California news headlines first.
Okay.
Brought to you this morning by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Breaking news from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Jurors have just begun deliberations in the trial of 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, who killed 2 Black Lives Matter protesters. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
The Rittenhouse jury should make for an interesting deliberation because they know that the prosecution did not deliver what they had promised in their opening statement. Evidence that Rittenhouse had chased down his victims as an active shooter.
Things cost more, but retail sales shot up 1.7% anyway in October. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
Department stores made a comeback. Sales there were up 2.2% month over month. Sporting goods, hobby, musical instrument, bookstores, 1.5%. Sales at electronics and appliance stores were up 3.8%.
American journalist Danny Fessner arrived in New York this morning.
He'll be back. Feels incredible.
Fenster spent 6 months in a Myanmar jail before he was released. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: rally at the state capitol by thousands of protesters angry about the statewide vaccine mandate for school children.
Welcome to the parent revolution.
Speaker at the rally urging parents to keep fighting.
Our governor right now is saying loud and clear that he believes parents have no place in a child's education. Will he hear our voice?
Organizers saying parents who oppose the mandate were keeping their kids home for a second day to show their disapproval. The state and Amazon agree on a stipulated judgment over labor practices that concealed COVID-19 case numbers from workers. Attorney General Rob Bonta saying the complaint argues Amazon violated California's right-to-know law.
No corporation is too big to follow the law. All must comply with California's important laws.
Amazon agrees to modify its COVID notifications to workers and local health agencies and pay $500,000 toward further enforcement of consumer protection laws. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Hi, welcome to Furniture Depot. And you, come on in. Yes.
Couches are flying off the floor at Cheyenne's Furniture Store.
Sarah, can you go over to dining sets, please?
She needs more sales associates before shoppers take their seats elsewhere.
Can somebody get me a price check on trundle beds?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, I started my own restaurant because I love to cook. But that also means a lot of greasy pots and pans. And we can't waste time with endless sink changeovers. So we upgraded to Dawn Professional Pot and Pan.
Dawn Professional cleans 58% more pots and pans per sink than the leading competitor.
Less dish soap, fewer changeovers, and more time doing what we love.
Dawn Professional. It's clean. Upgraded.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. If you're heading out of the valley on a holiday trip, head into Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center and say, I want the works.
All right. You convinced me. Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, the county board meets today for a regular scheduled meeting. George Gale filed this story.
Supervisors begin their meeting in closed session. Following that, they go into public session. The supervisors will be asked to declare November 28th through December 4th as Farm Worker Appreciation Week. Annual event is traditionally capped with a special farm worker breakfast. On the action agenda, the board will be asked to fill several positions at the Behavioral Health Department, both budgeted positions and 9 others funded through grants. The board will adjourn as the Board of Supervisors and reconvene as the Country Club
5.25% is a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you
system management plan. Board will then adjourn as the Country Club Sewer Maintenance District and reconvene as the Gateway of the Americas CSA Board of Directors. They will discuss actions at the Gateway County Service Area with Public Works Director John Gay. They will then adjourn as the Gateway Board and reconvene as the Board of Supervisors. County suggests the meeting be viewed via live stream available on the county website. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
In other local news, a Monday morning incident. It involved a semi. California Highway Patrol says it was reported at just after 8 Monday morning. A semi was on Highway 7 near the east port of entry. The semi somehow lost its load near Carr Road. The semi was loaded with 40-foot metal pipes. There was a report of a minor injury, and AMR ambulance responded to the scene. The Imperial County Sheriff's Office also responded to the incident. Crews were called to clean up the spilled pipes, and a wrecker was summoned to tow the semi from the scene. The incident remains under investigation. KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Well, the IID, they also meet today. George Gale has more on the story.
The meeting will be held in a Conant Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. Board goes into public session at 1 this afternoon. The meeting will begin with the presentation of service awards for October and November. On the action agenda, the directors will consider a resolution reauthorizing teleconference board of directors meetings pursuant to the government code. It is a similar action taken by the County Board of Supervisors at their meeting last week. The IID board will receive a University of California Farm Smart Program update. They will be asked to approve the energy cost adjustment billing factors for December 2021 as presented by Belen Valenzuela, as well as several items carried over from the last Board of Directors meeting. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Christmas in a Small Town returns this year. The City of Imperial event has become a Valley tradition. This year, Christmas in a Small Town will be presented in partnership by the City of Imperial and the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce on Saturday, December the 11th in downtown Imperial. There will be live entertainment as well as food, fresh produce, Julian pies, Dudley's bread, and a return of the Imperial Snow Run. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Check out the works. At Quick Lane, by the way, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the Local News is brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance needs as well.
Continuing with more local news, local councils and trustees will meet this week. Here's more in the story.
The El Centro and Brawley City Councils will meet this evening in their regularly scheduled meetings. Both governing bodies will meet in their respective city halls. Both meetings are live streamed. The Imperial Valley College Board of Trustees will meet tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. The meeting will take place on the IVC campus and is also available on Zoom. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Cattle Call Week, it was a overwhelming success. Here's more in that story. Organizers are very happy with the 2021 Cattle Call Week. It was a return to live events. Last year, the pandemic forced organizers to hold virtual events, and rodeo performances were held, but in an empty arena. The performances were televised. This year, it was back to normal, and it appears participants responded. The 65th annual Cattle Call was held Saturday. The theme this year was the Cowboys are back in town. There were also 100 entries in the parade. 4 were awarded trophies. The Mayor's Trophy went to Imperial Valley Challenger Little League. The Queen's Trophy went to Acute Kitty Rescue. Imperial Heights Healthcare and Wellness Center was presented the Western Spirit Trophy, and the Sweepstakes Trophy went to Best Step Forward. Veteran of the Year is coming up for the 40th Senate District. Here's more on that.
They are for the Veteran of the Year in the 40th State Senate District. Senator Ben Wesso has announced his office is accepting nominations from the community. Nominees are eligible if they have served in the military, on active duty, or reserves for any length of time in any location. Nominees should reside in or have significantly contributed to the 40th Senate District. 40th State Senate District includes the southern portion of San Diego and all of Imperial County. A deadline to submit a nomination is November 30th. Go to the Senator Ben Wesso website for nomination information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a gradual cooling trend begins today as high pressure is displaced by a weather system passing to the north. However, temperatures will remain several degrees above normal for most of the week. Highs across the Imperial and Yuma valleys could dip below 80 degrees by Saturday. Dry conditions will persist through the weekend, with periods of increased cloudiness possible. A weak storm system may bring low-end rain chances to portions of the area next week. Our high in the valley yesterday, 89, low 53. Mostly sunny today with a high near 87. South-southeast wind around 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 56. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 83. Light wind becoming northeast around 5 miles an hour. We're up to 58 degrees downtown, 36% relative humidity right now. The wind is calm. And as far as air quality in the valley, moderate in Brawley and El Centro, good Nyland and Westmoreland. Unhealthy at the border, unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico, and at the university in Mexicali, very unhealthy air. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance and Medicare supplemental coverage.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Monday Night Football, the Rams were stumbling and bumbling, and the 49ers whipped them 31-10. Yeah, the 49ers' first win at home in more than a year. Yeah, Matthew Stafford did not have a good night. Elsewhere in sports, in the NBA, the Bulls beat the Lakers 121-103. Celtics got by the Cavaliers 98-92. Kings, they clobbered the Pistons 129-107. Wizards whipped the Pelicans 105-100. Hawks hammered the Magic 129-111. Knicks over the Pacers 92-84. Mavericks beat the Nuggets 111-101. Grizzlies ran past the Rockets 136-102. Suns slipped by the Timberwolves 99-96. Heat beat the Thunder 103-90. And the Trailblazers topped the Raptors 118-113.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in baseball, rookies of the year, yeah. In the American League, outfielder Randy Arozarena. In the National League, the Reds second baseman Jonathan India, both rookies of the year. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Indians have resolved a lawsuit filed by a local roller derby team over rights to the name Guardians. The sides jointly announced an amicable resolution today saying both organizations will continue to use Guardians. No other terms of the agreement were disclosed. And Broncos quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, okay, next time I'll actually try to tackle somebody. Yeah, he made no attempt to tackle Eagles quarterback Darius Slay on an 83-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Yeah, well, Broncos have more problems than just Bridgewater unable to tackle somebody. He didn't even try, but that's okay. If you've ever noticed in the NFL, there's not many people that really know how to tackle anybody. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Who says money doesn't grow on trees? Kokopah Casino and Resort is shaking the money tree this November. Every Wednesday and Saturday, one guest every half hour will be drawn to play our Money Tree Plinko game. You could win up to $400 in rewards play or $500 cash every half hour. Drawings are every Wednesday and Friday in November from 5 to 9 p.m. Earn entries by playing your favorite slots and table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our locals at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Chinese authorities are ramping up a crackdown on crypto mining, calling it an extremely harmful practice that threatens to jeopardize the country's efforts to reduce carbon emissions. The National Development and Reform Commission spokesperson Meng Wei blasted Bitcoin mining during a press conference today in Beijing. She said that activity consumes lots of energy and produces lots of carbon emissions. Meng said that the NDRC, the country's top economic planner, will launch a full-scale clampdown on cryptocurrency mining by focusing on commercial mining and the role of state-owned businesses in the industry. She also said that crypto production and trade produces prominent risks and blasted the industry as blind and disorderly. The cryptocurrency dropping in world markets. Meanwhile, J.P. Morgan Chase yesterday sued Tesla for $162.2 million, accusing Elon Musk's electric car company of flagrantly breaching a contract related to stock warrants after its share price soared. According to the complaint filed in Manhattan Federal Court, Tesla in 2014 sold warrants to J.P. Morgan that would pay off if their strike price were below Tesla's share price upon the warrant's expiration in June and July of 2021. J.P. Morgan, which said it had authority to adjust the strike price, said it substantially reduced the strike price after Musk's August 7th, 2018 tweet that he might take Tesla private at $420 per share and had funding secured and reverse some of the reduction when Musk abandoned the idea just 17 days later. What's happening on Wall Street? Well, the Dow up 86 points at 36,173. S&P 500 up 10 at 46.92. The NASDAQ up 30 at 15,883. Gold off $2.40 an ounce. And oil down 70 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Mostly sunny today with a high near 87. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 56. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 83. Light wind becoming northeast about 5 miles an hour. And we have 59 degrees downtown with that 50% relative humidity. Air quality good in Highland and Westmoreland. Moderate Brawley and El Centro. Unhealthy at the border. Unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico. Very unhealthy at Uabese. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering live scan fingerprinting to the public.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best.
I'm Steve Kathan. A Wisconsin jury is now deliberating as a high-profile homicide case nears its climax.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper outside of the Kenosha County, Wisconsin courthouse, where a jury will decide the fate of Kyle Rittenhouse, who was accused in the deaths of 2 men and the wounding of a third during protests here in Kenosha in August 2020. Jurors have heard prosecutors say the now 18-year-old was a wannabe soldier who provoked a confrontation. The defense says the teenager acted in self-defense after being ambushed by, in their words, a crazy person. In the event of any unrest, Wisconsin's governor has put 500 National Guard members on standby.
Ahmaud Arbery autopsy photos were shown this morning to Georgia jurors at the murder trial of 3 white men. They showed shotgun wounds, including one to the chest. We might complain about inflation, but the evidence is it hasn't stopped many of us from spending. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the government reports retail sales were up 1.7% last month.
Part of the rise in these retail sales numbers actually is due to the overall increase in prices. And yet, despite rising inflation, consumers opened up their wallets. They spent on gas, they spent at department stores, and they also spent online.
Economic issues were part of the video exchange last night between President Biden and China's President Xi. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The virtual call ran more than 3 hours with a break in between. The White House says the conversation was wide-ranging, from trade to Taiwan, and had the president raising China's human rights violations against Uyghurs, Tibetans, and Hong Kongers. We're told no breakthroughs resulted from the call, and no mention was made of next year's Winter Olympics in Beijing.
American journalist Danny Fenster, who was freed after nearly 6 months in jail in Myanmar, arrived today in New York to be reunited with his family, said it was incredible to be home. New developments as we move closer to a possible pill to treat COVID-19. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Pfizer has signed a deal with a UN-backed group that will allow generic drug companies to produce its experimental new antiviral pill for use in 95 countries, making up about 53% of the world's population. The treatment could be reaching low-income countries within months.
In Western Canada, hundreds of people had to be rescued after mudslides hit roads and highways in British Columbia.
There's people with little kids and pets, and people got washed out into that field. I mean, I can't even imagine what their night was like.
Heavy rain and flooding caused a major section of Interstate 5 to close. National Guard is helping out in some counties in Washington state. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 108 points. This is CBS News.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way you care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
I love being able to share with our family who's listening how much we all love State Farm insurance. With surprisingly great rates, State Farm has saved us money with our car and home insurance.
I mean, you're my wife. You know how much I love a great deal. So, of course, I'm going to love the great rates and great service at State Farm. It's good for my wallet and for my family.
State Farm meets my needs. Plus, I get to control how and what I want for my budget. And I do it all from their award-winning mobile app.
Surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dell's Black Friday event has arrived, and it's the perfect time to step up your creativity. With early access savings up to $300 off PCs, it's Dell's biggest sale of the year. Get more into what you're into with the latest XPS and Alienware systems featuring Intel Core processors. Save on top monitors, docks, and accessories, all with free shipping, plus great financing from Dell Preferred Account. Call 800-BY-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 800-BY-DELL.
The pandemic has taken a nasty turn in parts of the upper Midwest.
It's a dubious distinction. New COVID-19 cases are rising faster in Minnesota than any other state, according to the latest federal data. That has brought the state's hospitals closer to capacity. Dr. Kevin Best is a vice president of the Alina Medical System.
It's very clear that the clear superiority is being vaccinated versus not being vaccinated.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz no longer has the authority to impose mask wearing and social distancing measures. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
The head of Chicago's largest police union indicates he'll retire amid a disciplinary hearing that could have ended with his firing. The Chicago Police Board hearing centered on his past conduct, including allegedly making offensive statements on social media. If he does indeed retire, the case centering on him will be closed. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
Broadcast me out on the radio.
12:30.